Israelite brother, why you gotta lie? Why you gotta lie? Why you gotta lie? My Hebrew Israelite brother, why you gotta lie? Now, I'm not one to say that I believe in this book, because I do not believe in your Bible at all. But what I will do is substantiate when people are just lying about the book, just in order to get their narrative across. And I think that the Hebrew Israelites are probably one of the worst factions of religion in the black community, especially here in America. And for many reasons, I think that the way y'all treat women is worse than anything else I've ever seen. Yeah, it's worse than almost anything else. I can say almost. But my Hebrew Israelite brother, this is a bold-faced lie. Speaking in tongue is speaking Hebrew. If you can't speak in Hebrew, you're faking. There is absolutely nowhere in the Bible that it actually speaks on this. You do not see anything really about speaking in tongue. In your Old Testament, speaking in tongue is something that's of the New Testament. Now, in every instance of speaking in tongue, it was either a person was speaking and people of multiple languages were able to hear and understand that person in their own language. This was the day of Pentecost, that they were speaking. Like right now, I'm speaking in English. But if I was speaking in tongues on the day of Pentecost, if there was somebody who spoke French, if there was somebody who spoke Spanish, somebody who spoke Italian, somebody who spoke Portuguese, and somebody who spoke any other language, they would be able to understand me in their own language all at the same time from what I'm saying. That's the first instance of speaking in tongue that he's talking about. The second instant in speaking in tongue was speaking in an unknown tongue that was only intelligible to the person and the Creator and God, the God of this Bible. That is the only other speaking in tongue. It absolutely has nothing to do with speaking Hebrew. It doesn't. You're making things up. This is what y'all cannot do if you want to get people to join your religion or even believe in your religion or take anything that you have to say as credibility. When you make shit up, and a person can easily go to the Bible and then see where you are completely wrong, falsifying information, trying to push a narrative or a doctrine that does not fit what the actual book that you're trying to get people to believe in says, you are invalidating your case even more so than the other ridiculousness that is already within your book, that is already within your Bible. And I find Hebrew Israelites tend to do this more so often than others, because you're trying to force a narrative that black people in America are all Hebrew Israelites, that we don't know who we are, and all this sort of thing. I know my family. My father's family comes from Mali. My mother's family comes from Nigeria. I know where my family comes from. I've been able to track mine. Most people can't, but I've been able to track mine. I know my family. They're not Hebrew Israelite. I am not a Hebrew Israelite. I never will be, never was. But y'all want to force the narrative that every black person in America is a Hebrew Israelite. You're almost as bad as the damn Moors. Trying to force every black person in America to think that their family is Moors. We're not fucking Moors either. All right? Live with it. All civilizations grow. All civilizations go through slavery. All civilizations go through decline. There is no sadness or embarrassment in the fact that our civilization, my forefathers, went through greatness and then went into decline and then came to this country in one of the most heinous situations. It happened. It doesn't make my ancestors great nor small. But y'all can't see that because your mind is so narrow that you can't see anything like that. You can't see that everything has its ups and has its downs. Everything follows the law of rhythm. That it follows the law of rhythm, that as far as it can swing to the right is as far as it can swing to the left. If you had any knowledge of that, then you would understand that if our ancestors were enslaved in this country to that low of a swing to the left, imagine if we got our shit together and how high we would swing to the right. But you can't do that because you're stuck in just what your mentality is now. But you'll be all right, bro. But next time you try to claim something from this book and you want to challenge me on it, make sure that you actually know the freaking book before you do so. Because otherwise, you just totally discredit yourself. But you have a great day. Remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.